Yes, I'm good, but I was just busy. My wife was expecting the baby, and she got the birth of the baby in January 16th.
Ah,
And
congratulations.
yes, thank you, Sensei. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Is
Uh,
it everything? Oh, uh, it's a very tough time for you because I mean this country has been covered with wake of corona. Perhaps not only you but also your family, all the family members are not able to go out frequently. Then you should pay heavy attention on your family, of course, baby and your wife as well. How is the situation in the Tokyo area? Is this fine or about?
uh,
Yes, for example, uh, talking about myself, are for well, as you know, and now it's now in the ending fiscal year. Then I have had several business trips to Tokyo area, 2 or 3
yeah.
times. But the all the trips were canceled.
Okay.
And so how is it Tokyo? Is it very, how should I say, hard to say. What should I say? Hopeless, or uh, all the people seem very, how should I say, frustrated, and or everything not so much. How do you feel? How do you see that?
Yes, the people are very scary in Tokyo due to the coronavirus and
Mm,
due to and the I in and Tokyo people basically take so much preventive things
mm,
steps for prevention measures
mm,
for the yes, and the many companies in Tokyo allow to work remotely
mm.
uh, work
How about
remotely.
you also?
Yes, yes, yes,
Ah,
yes. I'm
it's
not
good
going
for
to.
you
Yeah,
because you were able to take your family members. The kids, and this is very fine for you.
yes, yes, but that's why the no much so much crowdy the chosen line so much crowdy and yes, and all ceremonies and meetings and all are doing we are doing remotely, and many our trips with the clients are also cancelled.
Uh,
Yes, yes. Too much now are the companies are taking the prevention measures for
yeah.
the corona. Yeah, yes, and the people are very also scary. Yes,
Mm.
because the nearby the Yokohama on the ship so much yes found that scenario. Yes, we are also scary.
Yeah.
But, yeah, well, hopefully
Mm.
it will be fine soon.
Talking about what's happening in university, the academic world, it's very funny because our for example commencement is cancelled.
Ah, yes,
It
yes.
might be a little bit sorry for students, but all boring the meetings, including faculty meetings, have been cancelled. It's very and a good thing for me, at least.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes.
And
Correct.
yeah, and the students are, how should I say, very, uh, I mean, keeping away from coming to lab
Uh-huh.
than and the usual, the frequency.
Yes.
Usual frequency is not so, the frequent to come to lab.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because of what that's, the ignorant nature of the students, usually speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But this time, it's very less people in the lab. Very, how should I say, calm and good environment for professors to concentrate on their own jobs. That's very fine thing. Yeah, but
Yes.
I think media exaggerates too much the situation. I think so. Yeah, I don't know if you have known or not. The corona is a usual virus as a
Yes.
idea of flu. It's not a special virus
No,
at
no,
all.
yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
and transmission rate is not so high, and
Yes.
the probability of serious conditions is not so much.
Yes.
It's not so scared as much as media. I mean, they exaggerate into the fueling. Uh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's correct, sir, Sensor.
Mm.
Because of the media and social media, it seems it's so difficult and so much things are going wrong due to corona. Yes, it's a simple virus. Yeah,
Mm.
and yes, just flu, and the 97 or 98% people is will be fine with that.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope we have that on. I mean, in soon it's pressing the disease and they're coming back to the normal the situation, especially the status of economy uh, crunching very much for the rest a couple of weeks. If you reference to the stock market,
Mm-hmm.
not only in this country but all over the world. And but I hope it's getting very better.
Yeah. Inshallah. Inshallah, it will be better. Hopefully soon. Yes.
Okay,
Inshallah.
yes, Muhammad. This time, yes, yeah. Thanks so much for your mailing to report the status quo, and now you are still undergoing the simulation.
Yes, Sensei. I can show you the program is running right now. It
Yes.
takes so much time,
Okay, okay.
and yes, successfully introduced the wide rate.
Great.
Yes, and when the gameplay or the take the one step, it's 5% of wide rate
Yes,
introduced
yes.
to allowed to play in the game, and every 20 step then the
Okay,
5% I introduced that, and then the game is simulating
okay,
right now, and
okay.
still I did not get the complete results. So
Okay.
it's on the background is running right now
Right.
also.
Muhammad, let me confirm.
Yeah.
Yes, the last time you sent out the default result,
Yes.
it's
Default
not
result.
the introduction of void to the domain at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just how should I say, reproducing the default SPD model. Right. There is none of the void at all. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And this time, according to what you made for me, you now you are now running our new simulation handling with void setting, in
Yes.
which at the beginning, anyway, at the beginning of each of episode, the simulation episode, you introduce 5% of void. Yes,
Yes.
right? And one time step forwarding, you're how should I say, on the convert the 1% of the void sites to either cooperator or defector.
After.
Is this correct?
Yeah.
Which implies that what you said. What you said was anyway. In time evolution, in timeline, void rate decreases. Is this correct?
Yeah.
At the beginning of our simulation episode, you presumed 5% void, five
Yes.
void, but
Yes.
with time evolution, the void rate decreases gradually. This is correct. No?
Uh, uh, Sorry, Sensei. Please, could you please?
Okay.
One,
I'd like to reference
uh-huh.
for mail and bring rest up. Oh no. Where we here? is your mail?
Muhammad.
Yeah, of course I know.
uh,
This is. Yeah, I got it. Yes, I'm here. Now I'm looking at your latest mail. This is quotation. What you
mhm.
said was viral quotation. New strategy slash model introduced in the game. One, void rate is treated as vacant state.
Yes.
In bracket, not playing the game.
Yes.
The second, when one step going forward, one void 5% of V multiplied with N is allowed to participate in the game.
Yes.
This implies after every 20 time step as well. You said. You remember.
Yes. 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 Yes, Sensei.
This implies that at the beginning of a simulation episode, the 5% the sites are void. Yes,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Yes.
But what you said is 1.5% of it is around, yes. But with increase of time evaluation,
Uh-huh.
yeah, step by step, one step by one step,
Yes.
you're allowed the some void sites to participate in the game. Is this
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
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 Uh, and what do you mean when you say every 20 time steps? Perhaps after 20 time step, there is none of the void sites. Do you mean? Is this correct? No.
Uh, i- 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 uh, there is, I can explain it second first again. Yes. Basically, when one step forward,
Yeah.
it's when with the default setting I play the game with the default setting, and it takes the one step. Take one step, and one step will be finished. So we will get the result. I will get the result of uh, DG0 and DR0. D,
Yes.
yes, DG0 and DR0. And at that time, the my white rate, white agents, 5% of white agents I introduced at that moment.
Oh,
I
oh, uh, I've been a little bit complicated, and I think you have been confused a couple of the things,
uh-huh.
right? Are your statement here? So item one, item two. Yeah, what
Yes,
you said
yes,
here. Uh, those are applied for a certain simulation setting
yes.
in which you define a certain DZDL.
Mhm.
Yes, certain pair of DZDL.
Yes, yes,
Yes, and after you're defining the pair of DZDL, you have to do simulations, or in other words, realizations
yes.
100 times
100 times, yes.
to get statistical, I mean, the robustness, right? The
Yes,
robust, the result, all right?
yes, yes,
Okay,
correct.
then you have 100 realizations, right?
Yes, yes,
And let's call one of those 100 realizations episode, right? One single episode.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let us
One.
call it episode, right? Then
Yeah.
you have to go through the simulations to get independent 100 realizations, which implies that 100 independent the simulation episodes. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And I do believe that you're set here in item one, item two,
Yeah.
defer to what you dealt in one single simulation episode. Is this correct?
Uh, yeah. First simulation episode, I did not introduce the white agents in that in the one episode. That is in starting when the fresh game start. One episode should be play by default, by default setting. Is that correct?
Uh,
One
what
episode.
when you say the default
The,
setting means
yeah,
the having 5% void size. Do you mean?
yes, 5% white side will not play when the first hundred uh, 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 not playing the game, the simulation, first 100 simulation is equals to one episode.
One episode, yeah.
Yes, after one episode is playing with by default setting, by default
Yes,
setting.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Mohammed, stay here,
Yeah,
stay here, stop
yeah,
here.
yes,
What you have just mentioned is that
yeah,
uh, you do with a simulation
yes,
in which introducing 5% void size.
yes. After one episode, but
No,
no.
yes, yes. Uh, how to say? There are a couple of things
Yes,
you should do, but as a first step,
yes, yes.
you should you should do with a simplest case
Uh-huh.
in which just implementing void size
Yes,
and other things should be kept what you did in the default SPD game,
mm-hmm.
right? Then the difference is that, as you said, uh, there are void sites.
Yes,
Then the void sites are not able to be allowed to play game in all simulation episodes, entire duration in one single episode.
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes,
and you should repeat this process 100 times
yes,
and get the result for a certain pair of DZDL.
yes.
And you should draw another heat map of cooperation fraction
Mm-hmm.
when you bury DZDL in two-dimensional plane.
Yes.
You understand? Have you
Yes,
understood?
yes, yes.
Yeah. Then this the mission should be done by burying void percent. I mean the fraction of the void.
Mm-hmm.
What we have said is 5%.
Yes,
This fraction percentile should be varied 5%, 10%, 15%, and so forth. Then you should do 3 cases for this setting. Do you understand? Oh, Muhammad, I cannot hear what you are saying. You can you hear? But I cannot hear. Something wrong might be your side. Now, coming. Move on,
okay.
move on, move on. No. Yes.
Can you hear me, Sensei?
Yes. Good, it's good, it's
Ah,
good.
yeah.
Move,
Thank
move
you.
on, move on. Right. Yeah, and have you captured what? what 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 I have just said. Uh,
Yes, yes.
yeah, you you should get the simulation result
Mm-hmm.
by varying the percentile of a void
Mm-hmm.
from 5%, 10%,
15,
50%.
20, and 25 plus.
Yeah, things like that.
Yes.
All right. Have you got?
Yes. Yes,
Then,
yes, yes.
as the local final product, you are able to draw another heat maps.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, heat maps
Correct.
means that the colorful the heat map for corporation fraction
Correct.
drawn on two-dimensional plane
Mm-hmm.
of DZDR,
Mm-hmm.
which once we are discussed.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you remember that. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Then this time you are able to the same heat maps for
Uh,
your new set of experimental results.
yes, yes.
Understood?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yes.
And I do think that the second item
Mm-hmm.
you describe here might be different from the default setting.
No, not different from the default setting. Default setting, I didn't do anything with the default setting, but but
Well, yeah. What you are trying to say in item two?
I'm trying to say that after one episode, first episode, after in the beginning, at the time of the beginning of the game, one episode is completed. My white agents will I allow to my white agent 5% of white agent allowed to play the game.
Not sure to me what you are trying to say.
Yeah.
And you said that uh, one void, 5% of void right with n is allowed to participate in the game.
Game. Yes.
This implies after every 20 time step as well. Not sure to me what you are trying to say.
I'm trying to say the after when game play fresh, and then one after one episode playing, so I already introduced my white agents, but on the starting my agents are not playing the game. My white agents, white agent.
Yeah, yeah. Void site.
Yes,
Uh, uh, a void site is not able to participate game, of course.
in the start, in the
No,
starting one
no,
episode.
no. Entire
Mhm,
time,
mhm,
Brian. In
mhm.
any time step, the void
And it's
is not able to play game.
okay.
But I think yes, are because we had discussed a couple of things, many things. Yeah. Muhammad, do you have the email I sent you with the date 20, 2019, June 24th, June 24th. Do you have?
Yes, of course.
Wait, please
Yes,
look at that particular mail.
yes. June 20th, Sensei?
24th.
24.
24th.
Yes, yes, I have.
Have
Yeah.
you got?
Yes,
Started with the term Muhammad.
yes.
In the next line, CC to
Tanakakun
Tanaka-kun,
and
Hassan.
Arifustan. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I'm going to jump to the third paragraph.
Yes,
I said Muhammad.
yes,
First item, first off, reproduce the default result where pairwise Pelmy and Rapis are introduced, which
yes,
is figure 4A, Muntasa's paper.
yes,
I said,
yes, yes.
you did this. You did complete this mission already.
Yeah,
We have confirmed. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes. Or the item 2, obeying to game 74
yeah,
and referring to Alifu's paper. Observe what happens when void setting is introduced. With a more enhanced network reciprocity than the result of the item 1 is confirmed
one.
overnight.
Yeah.
Yes? This
Yes.
is exactly what we have confirmed, I mean, this time.
With the
That's
stamina.
5 minutes
Yes,
ago,
yes,
or I mean, 10 minutes ago.
yeah,
Just introduced the void.
yes.
Yeah, 5% void, 10% void, 15%,
15.
20%
Yeah,
void. And this void should be treated as frozen, right? At the beginning, 5% of a void voids are introduced in the domain. Yes.
yes,
And all those void sites are not able to play game.
correct.
Yes. And are keep this situation anyway in entire uh, the time steps
Mm-hmm.
attaining to equilibrium to complete one single episode.
Mm-hmm.
Understood?
Correct.
And repeat 100 times
Yes,
to get the result.
yes.
And as we confirmed, uh, you are able to draw another set of heat maps.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes,
Heat maps of cooperation fraction
yes,
when you introduce the void sites to the
yes,
domain.
yes,
And
yes,
each of the heat maps is prepared for each percentile of void site, 5% case, 10% case, 15% case, and 20% case, and so forth.
yes,
Yeah, have you got what I'm trying to
yes,
say? Okay, good, good. And anyway, Muhammad, you should clear this mission, item 2, right?
yeah. Yeah,
I
currently
have
doing.
recognized that you are undergoing item 2 right now. Is it
Yes,
correct? Okay.
yes,
All right. Okay. And so back into my mail, right? Date June 24th. Okay.
yes, yes,
Let me continue. Item 3. If there is enhancement in bracket, say, for example, 25 void rate. Third, whether it comes to more improved or not when the following setting. I said.
Yes.
The first, at the beginning, in bracket, T of 0. At the beginning, according to a full void rate, that means 25% void rate.
Yes.
There are prayers, yeah, yes, if suppose n of 10,000,
Yes.
yeah, and rho is 25%, right? If it is a
Mm-hmm.
case, well, 2,500 Asians do not play games.
Mm-hmm.
Understood? Just because 8% of 25, 25 void percent, I said.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
20. Could you please again explain your yes, the 10 by 4 is the agents who already are in the game, but in the white settings will be the 25% of the agents are not playing the game.
Yeah, just because at the beginning, there are 25 void rate. Then 2,500 sites
Yes.
are defined as void.
Yes.
Then those 2,500 agents are not allowed to play game at the beginning just because they are defined as void.
Correct.
Okay, right. Yeah. And that's what I said in bracket one. The
Yes.
bracket two, every time step which implies after the beginning, right?
Yes.
Every time step which implies that t of one, for example, for start,
Mm-hmm.
t of one, every time five, every time step, 5% of those void agents are allowed to play game, to start gaming. Randomly selected E or D should be given for those agents as first strategy.
Yeah.
This implies after 20 time steps, there is no difference with the default setting where all 10,000 the players, agents, playing games and doing with strategy updating. I have just noticed that this contains the crucial fault. That is what I said. 20 time step is
Yes.
wrong. Just because what I said is every time step, 5% of void agents are allowed to start playing the game. I said.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Whereas the how many void people are there was 25%. Yeah?
Yes.
Which
Yes.
implies after 5 times steps,
After 5 times step. Yes.
yes, everyone is able to participate in the game just because there at that moment there is none of the void at all.
Yes.
Understood?
Yes.
Yes, yes. All right, that's exactly what wanted to imply to you, right?
Yes.
This is a little bit further sophisticated setting just because void rate decreases in one single episode.
Yes.
Yes, starting from, say, for example, 25%
Mm-hmm.
at T of 1, 20%,
Mm-hmm.
and T of 2, 15%, and T of 4, 10%, and T of 5, 5%. There are only 5% void. And T of 6, there is none of the void sites anymore.
Yes.
That's exactly what I wanted to convey to you by
Ye-
this statement. Understood? Of
Yes. Yes.
course, this 5% uh, increment, I mean, decreasing the percentage, what I said was 5%, I said.
Yes.
Let's go increment, decreasing increment.
Decreasing increment in
Was
the in
5%, 5%, I said.
but yes.
But this, I'm not sure whether this 5% is okay or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so confident. The just 1% might be able to be better than the presuming 5%.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. If increment decreasing rate is set 1%,
Mm-hmm.
let's suppose again one single episode starting from beginning situation in
Yes.
which 25% boys are implemented, 25% boys. Yeah.
Yes.
At T of 1, 24% boy. At T of 2, 23% of boy.
Mm-hmm.
At T of 4, 22%. At T of 5, 21%.
Mm-hmm.
And T of 6, 20%. In things like that. It takes much more time to disappear all boys than the
Mm-hmm.
case of our increment of 5%. That's what we discussed before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and anyhow, I'm not sure as increment decreasing rate 5% is better or 1% is better. Then I suggest you to explore which
Uh,
decreasing increment should be better to get more enhanced network reciprocity. That's the point.
correct, correct. So I need to simulate the game with two times, two or three times with the different settings.
Yes.
Yes, ne? Okay, okay.
All right. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, 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 yes.
Now, yeah, you seem you get the idea. That anyway, Muhammad. Uh, so read us back to my mail, June 24th, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
now you are in stage two, item
yes,
two.
yeah.
Um, Listen, Muhammad. If you complete item two, if
Mm-hmm.
you are successfully able to draw another set of heat maps,
Mm-hmm.
considering implementation of time frozen void space, right?
Yeah.
And please send me result. And after that, we should have the Skype discussion like that
Yeah, sure.
to confirm the, I mean, your result is okay or not.
Yes, sure.
And after that, we should have the same discussion of what we have discussed. That is what item three describing.
Mm-hmm.
That is a little bit complicated setting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Then I prefer my step by step. I mean the procedure.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Okay.
All right. Then
Uh, uh, uh,
yes.
since I think
Yeah.
the the step two is observe what happened, what setting introduce when in the yes I introduce the voice setting in the model and I'm getting the result,
Yes.
but
Yes.
but at the same time in the after introducing I'm I'm following the next the also the void rate also allow to decreasing.
No, no, no,
Not
Muhammad.
now. Yeah.
Listen, item 3 gives different idea, different concept. Item 2
Ah,
and
I
item
see.
3 are mutually different.
I see.
Item,
Ah, okay.
item 2 is a complete story, just the item 2. The item
Uh,
2, item 2 said that you should introduce time frozen void space. Void are, if suppose 25 void,
yes.
25% void can ever be allowed to change in one single episode.
Mm-hmm.
Frozen, time frozen.
So this 25% of the void
Yes.
in on the se- in the in the third step in the
What you say?
in the second, sorry, in the second one, one
Yes.
if there is an enhancement of 25% of the void rate, observe whether it comes more improved or not when the following settings, because this is the connected with the that one. So I'm not touching this one right now. Okay, the obeying to game 74 referring RFL paper, observe what happened while setting introduced, whether more enhance the white setting introduced. I introduced the white setting, but thing is after that, but this is the after the second I already introduced the white setting, sensei. Okay.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
But you said that you have not corrected all the result by
Yes, yes, yes.
void percentile. Not only 25%, 20%, 15%, 10%, and 5%. You should explore all the percentiles. Right.
Thi-
You have not obtained all the results yet.
yes. But when the current setting, I'm trying to explain you, the game is simulating as per the setting what I introduced. Basically, the as per the white setting introduced, yes, I introduced this one, and the 25% of the white rate, I also allow to decrease
No,
the.
no.
No,
Yeah, Muhammad, now
I
I got.
no.
If it is a case, you have misunderstood.
Uh-huh.
I must apologize. How should I say? Not, I mean,
That's
the
the
wrong
same thing.
explanation to you.
I'm
I
I'm
did not very correctly, share my idea to you, right? You should do as below, right? The void percent, yes,
Mhm.
should be kept in our episode. You
Mhm.
never decrease. You never increase void percent, void
Okay.
rate, right?
Yes, why did we cannot
Yeah.
read, but
That
n.
is item two explaining. Item two explaining is that you should presume time constant void rate.
Mhm.
Suppose one single simulation episode. Suppose one single simulation episode, right?
Yeah.
You start with initial condition where you implement 25% void in the
Mhm.
domain, which can be paraphrased with 2,500 void sites are there.
Yes.
And, and those void sites should be kept as it is throughout this simulation episode.
Mhm.
Never decrease the, the number of void sites.
Uh,
Okay?
yeah, I understand, Sensei. But currently, what I did, this white sides, I introduced 25% and of the n, and the 5% I allowed them to play the game with with the with the
With
10
one
by
time
n.
step forward, you said.
Yes, yes, one
No,
time, one
that's
time and 20.
yeah. I've got what you are talking about, but
Yes,
it's not correct. It's not
yes.
correct to do what item two asking you, suggesting you.
Ah, correct.
What you have said is what item three saying, what item
Yes,
three suggesting.
yes.
My point is that we have to confirm whether you have completed item two or not. After
Oh,
that, you should start item three.
okay, got it.
Got it?
Okay, yes, got it.
Okay.
I mix that both things in
Yes,
this.
yes, yes.
I did this. I did wrong
Apologize.
basically.
That's my fault.
Yes. No, no, sir. I'm really sorry. I'm
My
misunderstanding. Yeah.
insufficient explanation to you. Yeah,
Uh,
in the middle course of this discussion, I have noticed that you have been confused with item two with item three. Yeah, but this time you're I make you be very clear now.
thank you. Thank you, sensei.
Okay, and now you should refresh to start item two, right?
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
you should do with item two first.
Okay.
Yes, and the introduction of a void site.
Okay.
That is very simple case, simpler
Yes.
case than what item three suggesting to you, right?
Mhm.
And to get the result with varying the void rate 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, up to 25%.
Yes.
Okay.
If, sensei, one more time, please. I need to clear. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Um, regarding the number two, I'm talking. I will talk first now with the regarding the number two, the enhancement of the 25% of wife rate in the game. This only this two, only two. So the currently I mix the settings. It means so I will reset my settings all, and I will introduce only 25% white rate only, and get
Okay.
the results.
Okay. Muhammad,
Yeah,
yes.
that is that correct?
What I would suggest is not only 25%.
Yeah.
Please extend the cases to 20%. Observe what's happened in the case of 20%,
Yes. Yes.
15%,
15%,
10%, as well
10%,
as
and 5%.
5%. Right.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
to descend, as I said, you are able to draw another set of heat maps of population fraction
Mhm.
for 5% case in terms of the void rate, of course. 5% case, 10% case, 15% case,
Mhm.
20%
Correct.
case, and 25% case.
Correct. And Sensei,
Yes.
I have one question.
Yes.
Uh, this wife rate,
Yes.
yes, 25, 20, 15, 10, and 5%.
Yes.
In the when when they this wife rate on basically will be introduced in the to simulating the game in the 100 episodes. For example, there is a 100 episodes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we have the 100 episodes, and just on the and just the beginning I need to introduce.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
the beginning of the game.
Okay, Muhammad,
Yeah.
I can understand at what, I mean, the point of use. Well, there are 100 episodes, 100 realizations, 100
Yes.
inspirations. Yes, you
Yes.
you have to go 100 realizations, right?
Yes.
Yes. And suppose one single episode, one single realization. Yes.
Yes.
Initial condition is of course 50% cooperators and 50% defectors.
Yes.
And in other words, 5,000 cooperators,
And
5,000 defectors,
5,000
right?
defectors. Yes.
And stays still, I mean, the beginning, I mean, the point, time of
Yes.
t of
Yes.
0. At this moment, you should introduce Boyd.
Correct.
Suppose Boyd fraction, Boyd percentile is 25%, right? If it is a case,
Mm-hmm.
2,500 sites, or
Yes.
say 2,500 agents
Mm-hmm.
should be defined as Boyd,
Yes.
neither cooperator nor defector.
Mm-hmm.
Just because those people, those 2,500 agents are not play game.
Okay.
All right? And you should define those 2,500 people at the beginning moment, initial
Okay.
condition. Okay?
Correct.
Of course, those 2,500 people should be determined by drawing random number.
Ah. Okay.
That's very natural thing.
Correct.
Yes? Then the Boyd sites should be distributed, spatially distributed randomly in the
Yes.
domain. All right?
Yes. Yes.
And anyway, you could see 2,500 Boyd sites, Boyd
Yes.
agents in
Yes.
the domain.
In the
Okay?
domain. Correct.
Right? And uh, you should, or to make time step forward,
Yes.
you should time about this particular simulation episode,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
You should read away from initial condition. You should simulate what happened at t of 1, and following that, you should calculate what happened at t of 2,
Mm-hmm.
t of 3, t of 4, t of 5, and so forth, approaching to the equilibrium.
Mm-hmm.
But in this timeline, you never change those 2,500 Boyd agents. Understood?
Okay.
Understood,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And suppose you have attained the equilibrium.
Mm-hmm.
Equilibrium. Now you get the final cooperation fraction for this particular simulation episode. Right.
Correct.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now you should come again the beginning, just because now you are requested to do with second episode, after first episode,
Mm-hmm.
after first realization. Now you are staying at the beginning condition,
Correct.
right? Then
Yeah.
again, you should draw random number. You should determine the location of 2,500 Boyd agents again,
Mm-hmm.
and do the same procedure to get another equilibrium. That is the second equilibrium.
Correct.
And you should, but again, to get third episode, third realization, you should repeat this process 100 times to get average cooperation fraction.
Mm-hmm.
Understood?
Yes.
Yeah, you seem perfectly understood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yes. That's what item two suggests to you.
Correct.
Okay.
Mm.
Right. This is done for not only the case of 25%, but also 20%,
15.
10%, 5%.
Yes, yes, yes.
And are your heat maps
Yes.
for respective percentiles,
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yes, yes. Got it.
And
Huh.
after that, you should send me the result.
Mm. Got it.
Have another Skype session like this.
Yes.
Before starting, item three.
Yes. Okay, Sensei. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
good. All right. Yes.
Yes. Now I
All
got
right.
it.
Yes. Anything else?
No, Sensei. Thank you so
Okay,
much. Thank you
good.
so much for your
Yes,
explaining.
yes. And Muhammad, if you complete the item two, please, to tell me by the
Yes,
mail,
sure.
and we
Sure.
should have another Skype session like
Yes, sure, sir, Sensei. Sure, Sensei. Thank you so
this.
much. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay.
Thank you. Hi.
Now, thank you for your time this time,
No,
and
Sensei.
take care
Always
of
pleasure.
yourself as well as your family. Right?
Yeah, thank you so much, Sensei. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time and wonderful support always, Sensei.
Likewise. Yes. Yes. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day, Sensei. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.